my kitchen. It's almost Thanksgiving where I am. But, I mean, if you're American, that's fine. Just don't do it around me. So since it's Thanksgiving, I decided to make some cake pops, but Thanksgiving themed. For that, you'll need any boxed cake mix, some icing, some Crisco, some chocolate pellets, and some nice decorations. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So it's really important to make sure that your cake doesn't get burnt because we're only going to be using the inside of the cake. We're going to be removing the brown parts. So just make sure everything's like really well greased up and put a piece of parchment paper just to make sure. Okay, so my cakes are done baking. Now I'm just gonna slice off the edges so that it's just the nice clear inside. Okay, so now that our cake is naked, I'm just gonna crumble it into a separate bowl. Okay, so the cake is still really hot. I don't know if you can see, but it's steaming. So I'm just gonna let it cool for a hot minute. And while I'm waiting for that to cool, we're gonna work on the chocolate. So in my double boiler, I put 2 tablespoons of Crisco just to make my chocolate thinner. So for every 340 grams of chocolate, it's 2 tablespoons of Crisco. And now we wait. So this is what the chocolate and the Crisco looks like together. It's almost done. Okay, it's getting to a point where I can turn down the heat so that my chocolate doesn't burn, but it's looking really good. So now it's on the lowest temperature, so I'm just gonna let that sit for a while I go back to my cake and I incorporate 1 cup of icing into it. You can come with me. So this is my crumpled up cake. It's looking pretty nice. So I'm gonna take 1 cup of icing and scoop it into here. So now just mix that together with your hands. Oh Lord. So now it sort of feels like Play-Doh, and that's how you know you're doing a good job. You should be able to form it into 1 ball, kind of like cookie dough. So I should be ready for the next step. I'm gonna take my chocolate, make sure everything is all mixed together. And now, on just a regular baking sheet, I'm gonna take a clump of my dough, turn it into a ball, whatever size you think is good. I think that's a good size. Now, you don't have to use these sticks, but I'm going to because I want it to look like professional. So I've got my ball, and I'm gonna dip this stick into my chocolate, and I'm gonna pop it in and put it right on there. I'm gonna do that for a bunch more. So my goal for this is that half of them will be pumpkins and the other half will just be brown with some candy leaves on them. So I'm not gonna use all of my dough on this batch, but I will use it in my second batch. Ideally, these would be perfect circles, but who has the time? Okay, so I've made 15 of these, and I'm gonna put them in the freezer just to keep them cool. So I'm back, and I tried it on one, and it's kind of really cute. I'm gonna put it in a little holder like that, and then I'll put that in the freezer when I'm done. So this is the melted chocolate. So what I do is I take cake pop, dip it in, make sure everything is coated, let it drip off for a bit, and while it's dripping, I take my decoration, which is some tiny little leaves, and then I coat it in the leaves, put it down in the chocolate, and I put more leaves around it. And I just do that for all of them. Uh-oh, so this one sort of fell off. It's okay, it's all right. I'm gonna place it down and hope that it freezes together again. Okay, so these few ones that are in the beginning have sort of solidified, So I'm gonna peel them off and I'm gonna put them on the cake stand. I've got another rogue cake pop. Oh God, it's completely falling apart. Oh God, oh no. Okay, you know what? This one is a fail. I'm going to have to eat it. I may as well decorate it though. So while I'm waiting for the rest of them to be dry enough to put them onto the actual stand, I'm gonna try the one that fell apart on me. Oh my God. It literally tastes like a cake pop. Let's just put the pan behind it so it'll focus. Like it's literally a Starbucks cake pop. I'm not even kidding. Ooh, no! Got chocolate on my cardigan. In fact, I'm actually a Slytherin. I don't know why I'm wearing a Gryffindor cardigan. So, hopefully they don't fall. I'm gonna take these and I'm gonna put them in the freezer. Imagine. Okay, so these are what my pumpkins look like. I'm gonna put them in the freezer and I'm gonna take out my other ones and I'm gonna see how those are doing. These ones are holding out really well. I'm really proud of these ones. I really hope you've learned what to do and what not to do in terms of cake pops because I think this video showcased both of those really well. So that's it. If you're Canadian, happy Thanksgiving. If you're not Canadian, that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.